Alright, chat. I hope y'all can hear the music, because I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hold on, let me see if they can hear it. I hope y'all can hear the music, because I'll be right back. Yep, they can hear it. I'll be right back. Alright, let's do it. I'm back, chat. I'm back. Y'all see what's right here? Christmas came early. Now let me turn this down. Damn, I'm sweating already. Hold on. I forgot. Y'all can't see my screen. Hold on. I forgot. 1 second. Even though oh shoot, hold on. I gotta put y'all on the other webcam. Hold on. Let's do it like this. Let's see. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to watch the YouTube. Get on the YouTube Zoom. I'm gonna just put y'all on the main thing, but y'all gotta watch the YouTube because I can't share 2 cameras at once. But all right, let's see. Look at the comments, chat. Look at the comment section. We are so back. Chat. And it's a blessing to be here. And sorry, guys. I apologize for this in advance. I did it last minute. It was a last minute decision that I was going to do this part, so don't mind me. And hold on, let me fix this. Alright. Like I said, don't mind me, chat. I apologize in advance. But yeah. We got a surprise, chat. We got a surprise, right? So as you can see on the screen, it says I'm wrapping y'all gift. So this is what I need y'all to do first and foremost. I need everybody to pull out their cell phones and get on Instagram. And we're about to get on Instagram. Anybody that tags me, I'm reposting it. But when I tell y'all it's okay, once the music starts, that's when y'all can tag me on Instagram. Everybody got it? Drop a 1 in the chat if you understand the directions. All right. Oh, I should. Matter of fact, I'm about to go Instagram live too. We about to go Instagram live. Let's put this right here. How do I change the title? Little Phase giveaway. All right, y'all understand the directions? I'm going Instagram live too, chat. All right. So, we're going live on Instagram, so let's do it. Let's freaking do it, chat. Let's do it. I got a surprise for y'all, chat. Look at this, chat. Everybody see this, chat? I got a surprise for y'all. You see this? We got a surprise, chat. All right. So, this is for everybody. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me on YouTube? Drop a 2 in the chat if you can hear me over the music, because I know the music might be. All right, F the music. Matter of fact, we're just gonna do it like this because I don't want the music to be over my voice, right? But like I said, I got a huge giveaway, and I don't want to pick it up because, well, I don't want to keep picking it up because, as y'all can see, the wrapper on this thing is kind of disintegrating, and yeah, like I said, don't mind me. I wrapped this last minute because I didn't have it wrapped, but I just decided Christmas came early today, right? So this is how this is going to work. I'm going to do the whole Let's Chart Sunday. So everybody that's watching on my YouTube, for anybody that's on Instagram, make sure you go to my YouTube channel at mike.lito. I'm doing a live stream right now, but I just decided to go on Instagram. But make sure that you're on my live stream because I'll be giving all of the directions. But this is for everybody that, well, not everybody, one lucky person that has tuned in to the trading camp, right? So y'all know I did 15 days straight of trading camp. I appreciate everybody that that got feedback, that left some feedback, that tuned in, that learned something. So I did the trading camp just so I could give back to all of you guys. And this is just another form of me giving back to y'all. So I want to bless somebody with this gift today. And like I said, I'm gonna pick it up one more time, but I got this gift right here for one lucky person on my channel that follows the directions that I tell y'all to, that I'm about to go over here in a second. But I got this big old gift for y'all. Christmas came early, and so we're about to do this giveaway. So now, anybody on Instagram, y'all gotta, shit, I'm out of breath, bro. It's getting hot in here. But anybody that's on my Instagram, I just did the live for a real quick thing, but I'm not about to stay on live. So y'all just tune into my Instagram. I mean, not my Instagram. Y'all tune into the YouTube channel, and then y'all will see if y'all win the giveaway, so forth and so on. So I appreciate everybody on Instagram that popped up, but let's get it. All right, so not deleted, but ended that Instagram. So, chat, this is what we're gonna do. All right, let me ask y'all this, right? Well, I'm not gonna ask y'all. I'm gonna just tell y'all. So this is how this is going to work, right? We're going to go through Let's Chart Sundays, and then we're going to do the giveaway at the end, right? So before we do that, though, this is how this is going to work. And honestly, I didn't think this all the way through, but the thinking that I did do, I think is sufficient enough to make this work, right? So, everybody that's on YouTube, you have to follow these very strict directions. If you do not follow these very strict directions, then you will not be eligible to win this thing that we have right here. You won't be eligible to win if you do not follow directions. So let's go over these directions, and then I'm gonna give y'all enough time. Actually, let me think. Y'all gonna have, all right, so look, I want everybody on Instagram, I want everybody on the YouTube stream to pull their Instagrams back up, right? And matter of fact, I just seen somebody say more likes, chat. You damn right. Let's refresh this, because I ain't doing nothing until, oh, heck no. We got 52 likes, so I'm not even gonna tell y'all the directions until we get to 100 likes. So I'll give y'all the time to smash that like button. But yeah, we definitely need some more likes on this thing. And oh my gosh, the live chat, where did the chat go? But yeah, I'm not doing this until, I'm not giving y'all the directions until we hit 100 likes. We got 54 right now. So yeah, y'all gotta smash that like button. And then once we do that, then I'll go over it. But like I said, there are very strict directions on how we're going to make this thing work. All right, we at 92. All right, perfect. Wait, somebody said I'm low on the mic. Audio off. No, it's not. I'm looking at my things. Maybe y'all just, I don't know. Can y'all hear me, chat? Audio straight. Yeah. No, y'all's, hold on. Y'all already know I'm out of breath. Hold on, let me see. I think we got some weirdos in the chat. Hold on. Oh, y'all lucky I can't refresh it, because damn, I can't go back because I hit the refresh on my screen. But it look like we got some weirdos in the chat. But shout out to the weirdos. I went to church today. Let me tell y'all something. I went to church today, and the message was so good. I'm gonna share the message with y'all next week, because right now I'm a little turnt and I want to do this giveaway, but I can't even think about the whole service. But the service was so great. I'm gonna make sure that I share it with y'all, right? All right. So we hit 111 likes. We're good. So this is what I want y'all to do, right? So at the beginning of trading camp, and remember, I said you must have your Instagram pulled up right now. If you don't got your Instagram pulled up right now, then you just gonna be SOL, right? So this is how it's going to work. At the beginning of trading camp, I mentioned that note takers are money makers, right? And I said at the beginning of trading camp that I wanted y'all to take it serious. I wanted y'all to take notes, and I wanted y'all to really lock the frick in. Zoom people, I need y'all to mute. But yeah, I said I wanted y'all to lock in, right? Now, with that being said, in order for y'all to be in the drawing for this beautiful big old present that I got here, this is what you're going to do. You're going to send me a screenshot on Instagram of day 1 through day 15 of your trading camp notes. And y'all got 2 minutes to do it. And whoever sends me the screenshots of all of their notes. So if you send a video, you send 15 screenshots, whatever the case may be, it's got to be all day 1 through day 15 of your notes, so that I know you were paying attention and you was locked in, like I said at the beginning of trading camp. So like I said, y'all got 2 minutes. So it's 6:22. Y'all got until 6:24 to send the screenshots. I'm gonna be checking my DMs right now, like actively. And if y'all do not send a screenshot by 6:24, then I'm sorry, you're not gonna be able to qualify. So once I get all of the DMs, then I'm going to respond back with a number. I'm going to send you a number, and then I'm going to put that number I sent you into a random, spin the wheel raffle, and whatever number wins, that's who gets this present right here. All right, so that's how we gonna do it. So like I said, y'all have until 6:24 to do it. If y'all don't send it by 6:24, then I'm sorry, then USOL. But the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to reward the people that's actually taking this serious. I didn't just do this trading camp just so y'all could just have videos and learn a whole bunch of stuff. Like, it's like I want to see who is actually really locked in with this trading stuff, because it took, like, when I say it took a lot out of me to show up every single day for 15 days straight and post a video. So not only film the video, to edit the thumbnail, post it, do all of that, like, and I had to do it every day by 5:30. Like, think about it. I do normal stuff. Like, I have a normal life. So I had to tailor my schedule around posting a video at 5:30 every single day, right? So with that being said, it took a lot out of me, right? It took so much out of me to do that. So like I said, since I took so much of me putting it into the trading camp, I want to reward the people that put the effort into themselves. And y'all can see my Instagram DMs is flooding right now. I'm getting a lot of DMs. So let me go ahead and open. Hold on. We got first one. Boom. First set of notes. Oh, she said you know I got notes. Okay.
Market structure. What you want?
Okay now.
Top down.
Okay.
Kids did this. Okay.
Not they scribbling.
I got notes. I have endless notes.
Y'all heard her? She said she got endless notes.
Reverse.
All right. I said y'all gotta send me. So for Miss Catherine on my Zoom, I said y'all gotta send me a video on Instagram to win to win the gift, even though y'all watching on YouTube. But all right, that's one person. So hold on, let me respond. Y'all gotta be patient, all right, because I do gotta respond. So y'all gotta be patient, right? So give me 1 second. Actually, I really need some music in the background, but hold on. Hold on, what is... Somebody, y'all send me a screenshot, but y'all send me a screenshot of the chat. Somebody said I was adding supplemental notes that I already had. I don't know. So whoever this is, I think it's Javier. I don't see no notes, so sorry. I just sent you question marks. But hold on. Hey, and then another thing too, I gotta, like, sometimes y'all messages get put in my freaking in my like hidden folder, my hidden requests, so I gotta go through those as well. Somebody said I'm not home at the moment, so I don't have my written version, but I did do a breakdown of my notes. Sorry, I can't really do nothing with that. I would have to take your word for it, but I can't do that. Somebody said I'm trying to send it. Hold on, let me accept your message. All right. You didn't write down notes every day, but I consolidated info together and make a list of questions to ask myself. Sorry. All right, it's 6:26, so If y'all ain't send a DM now, then don't send it because it's over with. So if I don't have the messages right now, then y'all don't have to send them anymore. So hold on. I think we might have a winner. Hold on. Well, not a winner, but we got a couple contestants. Allow messages. Hold on. Send it again. Some of y'all messages are like y'all photos not coming through. But hold on now. He said the discount. Hold on. Uh-oh. Boom. Look at this, chat. Look at this, chat. Look at that. Look at they notes, chat. Look at they notes, chat. Look at they notes. Come on now. Come on now. This is what I like to see, chat. This is what I like to see. Look at those. Look at those notes, bro. Look at those notes. Hold on. I'm about to screen record that. See, that's what I like to see. Yup. Okay, you got 3 phases. You got bridging the gap. You got key levels. You got Fibonacci. Ascending and descending channels. Okay. Hold on. Identity. Stop loss strategy. Structure. Oh, yeah. This person on it. This person is on it, chat. This person is on it, chat. That's what I like to see. All right, I'm about to send you a number, my brother. That's your number for the giveaway. Hold on. Whoever is DMing me right now saying, y'all send me a screenshot of the chat. I said send me a screenshot of y'all notes. This is fun, chat. This is fun, chat. All right, hold on. Uh-oh, think we got another one, chat. Hold on. Look, chat. We got another one. Oh, I don't know if y'all can see it, but we got another one, chat. Look at all them notes. Look at all of them notes. That's what I like to see, chat. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. All right, I'm about to send you a number, my brother. I'm sending you. Oh, shit. Excuse my language. Huh? You said what? Why you ain't sending me no number? Because it ain't the directions. That ain't the directions. Hold on. That's why I said send me your trading camp notes. Right? What you're going to 15 of your notes. Oh, look at this. We got another one. We got another. Look at them notes. Oh, I wish y'all could see. Hold on. Look at them. Look at them notes. Look at them notes, chat. Look at them notes, chat. Sheesh. Sheesh. All right. Hold on. Actually, I gotta make sure I'm writing these numbers down. Hold on. All right. So we got boom, boom. All right. We writing that number down. I apologize for anybody that just wanted to come and watch the markups. We about to get to the markups here in a second, but I gotta reward the people that really showed up. That really showed up and showed out for themselves. I really appreciate y'all. Doing y'all due diligence, right? Doing y'all due diligence for sure. We got another one, chat. Look at this, chat. Damn, I can't even. We got another one though. We got another one. Let's go. Boom. Send you that number. Bro, look at these notes, chat. Look at the notes. This is what I love to see. This is what I love to see, bro. Y'all ain't gonna let me not miss y'all DMs. Y'all blowing me up. I love it though. I love it. All right, hold on. Boom. Day 1 through 15. Oh yeah. We got some more, chat. We got some more, chat. Oh yeah. All right, I'm sending y'all this. I only got a couple more DMs to look at. We got some more. Yes, sir. Goodness gracious. Look at this. Whole thing full of notes. Hey man, don't doubt yourself, my brother. You said I doubt I win, but I locked in. Hey man. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Look at that. More notes. Okay. Shoot, I'm running out of numbers. Well, I really ain't running out of numbers, but she even printed them out. Sheesh, y'all hear that? Y'all hear it?
Execution and risk management, price action confirmation, my trading routine.
Hey, she on it. She might got y'all beat, chat. She might got y'all beat. And now at this point, I'm putting random numbers. This one don't look like this ain't the whole thing, brother. Hold on. All I see is. Hold on. All right, y'all can stop. All right, for real though. Yeah, if y'all ain't sent the DM, like y'all can't send no more, because I know y'all probably like scrambling notes and shit, and I can't have that. Okay, you got questions. Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that. Whoever G Hooker is, I'll give you that. I wrote a number down for you. And y'all supposed to, matter of fact, y'all supposed to tag me. Y'all supposed to be tagging me. Y'all supposed to tag me when I party like a rock star. Y'all was supposed to tag me on Instagram. Matter of fact, y'all still can tag me. Y'all still can tag me. Oh, my brother. Is these my notes or somebody else's notes? Cause this don't look like. Okay, never mind. You just had your own Forex name, I guess. All right. One. Bruh. We got another one. Honestly, I didn't think all y'all was gonna have it. I thought it was only gonna be like 3 people. To be honest, I didn't think that many people took notes, but I'm glad y'all did. I'm very glad that y'all did. Like that makes me super proud. It makes me super proud to to see, because that means y'all focused, y'all locked in. Oh shit. Hold on. All right, chat. I'm almost finished. All right, I'm gonna repost everybody after this real quick. Is there anybody that I did not get back to? Is there anybody? Let me look. Let me look at the YouTube chat. Somebody said it's not letting me send. I only caught a screenshot of the gift. That's cool too. Now let me check my request. All right, now. I think that's it. Oh shit. Hold on. I think that's it, chat. I think I got everybody. I think I got everybody. All right, perfect. Perfect. When I say it mean a lot to me that y'all take notes from my videos, like that means that y'all are on top of it. That means that y'all really on y'all A game, right? So look, these are the numbers. I wrote the numbers down. Y'all can see, like y'all can see that I wrote them down. So yeah, I'm about to put those. Look, I'm gonna put this gift. Actually, let me ask y'all this. Y'all want me to do the giveaway now and then do it, or should we wait to the end to make sure everybody stays on? What y'all think, chat? What y'all think? Somebody said my man. I'm not your man. Do the markups. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it, chat. Let me get right. Let me get right, chat. And let me tell y'all something. For the person that wins this, right? I just want y'all to say, like, sometimes when you put in the work and you do everything that y'all supposed to do, God will bless y'all, right? And it's like y'all just keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all keep studying, y'all keep applying the information, and just stay diligent, stay grounded, stay focused, because every single one of y'all on this call is more than capable. And y'all are so capable that I believe in y'all enough to do something like this. And it's like, if I didn't have the community that I have, if I didn't have the students that I have, if I didn't have the ability to even do this on YouTube that I have, it's like I wouldn't even be doing this. So it means a lot to me that y'all really take the information that I give y'all and study it, because like I said, it's definitely means a lot to me, right? So let's go ahead and get started with the markups. I'm going to mark up gold, NAS 100, and US 30. So we can get rid of this. Now, actually, I'm going to, usually I do my, I usually do the YouTube stream chat, but I don't really want to mark up the, actually, never mind. I'll just do it. I'll do it for y'all. So let's start with a top-down analysis. Oops. Let's go. Hold on. We in the wrong spot. Oh, shit. This ain't where I'm supposed to be. We supposed to be right here. All right. So let's go back to where we resumed that from 3 Sundays ago. So y'all remember this. Yeah, this is the Let's Chart Sundays chat. The answer is within structure. The answer is within you. We already talked about that, right? Now, we can get rid of this. This is from calls ago. Remember, damn, we talked about it a lot. We talked about march on, keep on fighting, march over any difficulties that you may be facing inside of your trading journey. That was the last message that I had for y'all. I think it was the first week of March when we did that, right? So here we are on gold. We can see that we are on this monthly time frame, and we are bullish as heck. We are super bullish on gold, and this is one thing I want you guys to pay attention to. When you have candles like this that have a lot of momentum, that means that there's still a lot of, like I said, momentum in price, right? So this monthly candle has 21 hours before it closes, right? So it's about to close here at the end of the month. If it closes like this, I can definitely see gold continue to push up higher, right? Now, on our weekly time frame, same concept, we really bullish. Daily concept, same thing, right? Now, here I'm going to put my fibs on here because I want you to see the fibs. So I'm going to move this fib real quick, and then I'm going to focus on this one because this one is super important right now. As y'all can see, on gold, our daily structure is such: impulse, correction, get money, right? So if y'all was in the trading camp, impulse, I see money, impulse, correction, money, right? So based off of this impulse, this correction, this continuation, we already hit negative 27 take profit on gold. On gold, right? But we have not hit negative 61.8. And since we are so close to negative 61.8, I can foresee this hitting this negative 61.8 in the next coming days or the next coming weeks, right? So our negative 61.8 fib on our negative 61.8 based off of our daily fib, and let me make sure that this is on precisely like such. Our negative 61.8 on our daily fib is around the 3100 area, right? So with that being said, hold on, this ain't in the right spot. With that being said, we can expect price to come to this 3100 area in the near future, right? So like I said, in the next coming days or the next coming weeks, we are currently sitting at 3089. So we are only 110 pips away from hitting 3100. But in the midst of that, in the midst of us getting to this negative 61.8, can somebody in the chat tell me what we should expect once we get to negative 61.8? Well, what can we potentially look for? Y'all let me know in the chat. Right. My students on my Zoom say reversal. Absolutely. Right. So, and look at Tesh. She already on it. She said, and I see divergence forming. So y'all see my students, they already on it on top of things, right? So, and y'all on it in the YouTube comments as well. Reversal, drop. Amen. All right. So here we are. Negative 61.8 we are approaching. And then as you can see on our daily time frames that we're having like this form of divergence forming as well. Now, I'm going to get rid of all of this stuff because we don't need this stuff anymore. And it's a little bit crowded, right? So let's get rid of this stuff here. And let's focus on where we are at now. So since we are approaching that negative 61.8, and then we also had this fib structure here, you can see we just hit this negative 27 based off of this 23.6 retracement. So we can be expecting a drop off the rip. We can be expecting a reversal. Now, our job as traders is not to, just assume that it's going to reverse. We still have to follow suit, right? So on our 1 hour time frame, we can see this was a previous level of structure that got broken and never really got retested. Now on our smaller time frames, 30-minute, what do we have? We are forming higher highs and higher low points all throughout this area here. You can see, excuse me, we had another break of structure here, right? So we just broke this high. What I'm looking for to start this week is to see if we're going to maintain this level of resistance, now turn support, and then push up to this negative 61.8. So this is the overall target for this week. Oops. So like I said, I can see gold pushing to this 3100 area. If we can break and retest the structure that we are currently in. Now, of course, y'all know that somebody said I need to place the mic in front of me. Maybe you need to turn your volume up because the mic is right in front of me. But here we are, we sitting at this level, right? If we break this level of support and we have a break of structure, then we could see a pullback deeper before getting to this negative 61.8, right? So that's something that we have to be mindful of. If this breaks underneath here, retest, then we could look for possibly price to come back into this level right here, this little level of support, right? So that's what I'm eyeing. But like I said, my overall target is this negative 61.8. I just want to see if we're going to break and retest and maintain this level before getting there. So my overall bias right now on gold is bullish. We just have to see the structure. So we always have to wait for the structure to tell us what's next, because right now we can't just assume that it's going right here, because this ain't a concrete enough to say that we going to our target right now. We don't know if it's going to pull back deeper. So we got to be mindful of that and be aware of where we at in the market. Most traders fail. Why? Because they don't really know where they are at inside of price, right? So like I said, I'm looking for this to continue to push up. And we also got this trend line that we can draw here as such. Let me fix this real quick. So boom, we got this little trend line here, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 into the future. Another place that you can watch price at is this trend line here. Boom. All right, so somebody said, are you setting alerts? Not right now, not in this current moment, only because we so close to this like retest area that I don't really need to set the alert just yet, because it didn't really give me like a clean break and retest. When I see a clean break and retest, like I want to see something like this, where like price broke, pushed away, came back, retested it, and then pushed up. This is kind of sitting right at our retest level, so I want to see how the structure is going to form first before we get that. I would like to see something like this: break, retest, push up. And even though this looks like it's super close, this still 100 pips away. So actually 200 pips away from our targets, right? So that's something like, you know, we could still capture a beautiful move just like we did last week on US 30, right? So we just got to be mindful. I'm going to put a note: wait for more structure to form before taking these buys. Boom. Now, like I said, the target is that, and let me get y'all a ghost pattern. Let me get some light. Actually, let me check the news first, because that is going to be a determining factor if we when price is gonna move. So no red folder news on Monday. We got PMI on Tuesday, unemployment claims on Thursday, and non-farm employment change on Wednesday. And Fed Chair Powell speaks on Friday. Okay. So yeah, this might consolidate for a little bit before pushing up. So let me get y'all something like this. So like maybe something like that. I would like to see something like that before we get to our overall targets, right? And then of course, if we break beneath it, then you already know we can sell it off, sell it down to this trend line right here. Boom. So gold, pretty self-explanatory. Nothing too major. Nothing too hard. Anybody have any questions about gold? Possibly deeper into the daily, right? Yeah. So yeah, we looking for a potential pullback. Yeah. What news that you just don't trade? I like to stay away from like press conferences, like major press conferences, like FOMC and stuff like that. That's like wild. But all right, so this is what I have on gold for the week. Be mindful, like I said, of the structure being formed, and then if we break beneath, we could look for a retest. And then once we get here, it's negative 61.8. Watch for sales here once we get. So it's really like a couple moves setting up on gold this week. So we just gotta wait. But all right, so that's gold. And then let's go to Nasdaq. Last time we was back at the beginning of March, we hit negative 61.8 on Nasdaq. I talked about this with my students on our live call. We was looking for a reversal, and then we caught the sale for US30, but we didn't catch the one on Nas. But let me clear some of this stuff up because there's a lot going on here. But all right, so y'all can see this was a 38.2 retracement. If you know, you know. That's why we got this huge push down. We just broke another structure point here on this low on NAS, right? So let me look at this monthly candle, chat. This monthly candle is huge. So if we close like this, then I could definitely see like indices pushing down a lot further. So like to here or even to here. If we close like that on a monthly time frame, on a long-term perspective, not a like right now money, but long-term. Weekly looks good. Daily, y'all can see, just like we talked about in trading camp, we got our impulse, we got our correction, and then we got continuation. This continuation, I don't think it's finished yet, so I can still see NAS pushing down. But all right, and then we also have this weekly trend line. So this point, this dotted line here, we broke and retested that. So that was beautiful. H4. So the reason why I'm starting from the higher time frames for anybody that's brand new, I like to look from time frame by time frame just to understand the whole story of price to figure out what's about to happen next, right? So here, this is what the reason why we're here now is because we had this fib point A to point B. We hit this negative 27. We had divergence here. And then NAS fell to the flow, right? That was an easy sell-off. This is exactly what I'll be looking for on gold. Once gold hit its negative 61.8, I want to see like a ascending channel and then fall off, right? But currently where we are on this structure, this, you see, this is kind of just like one drop. It never really corrected just yet. So the areas that we could pay attention to for this correction is this level of resistance here So we can put like a little zone. That's our first little area that we could look for. And then we opened with a gap, so off the rip we gonna fill this gap sometime soon this week. But we just gotta wait and see. But we are sitting at this level of support. So therefore I am looking for a bounce here. But if we just continue to push, like if this just continue to fall and fall and fall, we look for a break, retest, and then we'll sell that down to this level of support here. And let me move this out the way so y'all don't confuse yourselves. Are you placing a trade before news or after? I like to, if I'm gonna place a trade, it's usually gonna be like after. Unless only time I place a trade before is when I'm in it, like prior, like way prior to the news event. Like I would never place a trade like 5 minutes before the news event, because the structure, like usually the structure is just like terrible leading up to a news event. All right, so we got our alternatives here. If we break beneath, well, if we break past, we push past here, then we can look for a retest to continue to sell off. So remember, we had a 38.2 retracement. So our main target is negative 27. The only thing that we want to focus on right now is, are we going to get another pullback before dropping? That's pretty much what's my thought process right now. So I can foresee buys, like short term, like the right now money, as long as we start to form like some buy structure. But overall, my main targets are negative 27 TP for this overall coming week, right? So we also can draw this counter trend line here. And if y'all was in trading camp, we talked about counter trend lines. This is a counter trend line right here. So actually, for the person that asked me, am I gonna set alerts? This is one I will set alert on, because we broke it, we pushed away from it. We can come back to retest this, so I can be looking for price to potentially come there, and I could look for an entry. So I'm gonna set an alert on that counter trend line right there on NAS. And then I don't know if we're gonna pull back that deep, because it was a 38.2 retracement, but it is something to be mindful. And I'm gonna set alert at this level of resistance as well for watch price here for a retest. Now remember, we're not entering any trades unless we got confirmation. So just because I set the alert here don't mean I'm gonna place the trade there unless they give me confirmations to place the trade there, right? So this is, like I said, my overall bias. And then typically you'll see me like have like two sides, but in this case, the only way I could take like buys based off of the scenario that like the structure we have now is if it broke above and retested these high points, because that's the last like main little structure. Well, I guess we can technically we can buy it off of here, off of this little 1 hour structure here. So I'll take that back. So let's go to this one right here. If we break above this little low or high, retest it, then we're gonna pull back deeper. So that will be a buy scenario, and then carry it up to this next level of resistance. Why did you draw that bullish fib on an hour time frame on a pullback? I'm not sure. Oh, you talking about this one? I was drawing this to show why we failed the way we failed, because we hit this negative 27 and then we had a ascending channel, and that's what I was saying. I was looking for gold to hit take profit, have a ascending channel, and then drop. So yeah, isn't that a ascending channel too? If you're talking about this one right here, then yeah, that is a ascending channel. But anywhere else, then no. But all right, so this is what I have on NAS for the week. I'm going to give the ghost pattern. Let me see if I can whip something up for y'all real quick. I gotta find one. Something like this. And let me see, hold on. That would be a 23.6 retracement. So I'm not even gonna give y'all that whole thing right now. I'm just gonna give y'all the pullback because I don't want to even look. I don't even want y'all to get accustomed to looking too far into the future. So we just gonna do this pullback here, and then we gonna watch price at this area like we had the alert. Watch price here along with counter trend line. So this is what we're gonna be looking for on NAS to start the week. But of course, like I said, if we continue to just melt to the floor, retest, then we'll be looking for that continuation to the downside. Everybody got it? Everybody, that makes sense to everybody? And I'm putting the notes here for y'all just so y'all know exactly what to do once it get to the areas that we talk about. Let me know if that makes sense, chat. When price breaks that new structure higher high, you're looking for that correct pullback if price pulls further than that previous structure. When price breaks that new structure, the higher high, and you're looking for that correct pullback, if price pull further than the previous structure, is that invalid? You gotta reword your question because you didn't articulate that in a way that I can understand it. So resend your question for me before I move on to US 30. Do you be looking for a 5-minute retest and then get in? No, not really. Only if that's like the structure, the current structure. All right, perfect. Y'all say it makes sense? Perfect. All right, so somebody said the boot camp was a game changer. Absolutely. I appreciate that. I'm glad it did what it did for y'all. But all right, so let's move on to US 30. And let's see what we got here. We got a lot of stuff on here. We talked about these patterns. We had this descending channel. This fib did not work out. All right, so let's clean some of this up, chat. Get all this mess out the way. All right, so I'm just doing a little spring cleaning right now. So we ain't got all of this nonsense on here. I keep seeing the chat move, but y'all keep deleting y'all messages. Let's see. All right, so let's go to our higher time frames on US 30, and let's take a look at it. US 30, we very bearish as well. If this candle closes with this engulfing variation type pattern, definitely could see it falling long term. The weekly, ooh, this weekly. All right, so look, let me put y'all on some game chat. So look, y'all see this right here. When you get candles that close like this, that means it's a major level of support on like a smaller time frame. Cause you had bearish, then you had bullish, and then like it has failed to break that level, just like it did here. It was like bullish, then bearish, then bullish, and then it finally broke, but it didn't retested it as a level of support. We at this same little like vicinity. So that's something I want to be mindful of on my smaller time frames. So you can see that same level, it was like a bounce, right? Now on our daily time frame, we are forming lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower high. So I can foresee this to continue to form lower lows and lower highs. This fib structure hit 88.6, negative 27, but all right, so our overall target on US 30 long term can be, hold on, wait, where'd it go? Let me fix this chat. Negative 61.8 major structure. And then that way I don't got to keep the fib on there. But all right, so like I said, the main structure is forming lower lows and lower high points all throughout this area. Now, drop down to our H4 time frame. We have this downtrend structure that's forming. Boom, as such. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, and don't need that. One thing too, when y'all in y'all chats, I mean not chats, when y'all in y'all charts, it's okay for y'all to like delete stuff. Like, even though I like to keep stuff on here, when I'm way past price and when I don't need it anymore, it's okay for y'all to like delete it so that you don't have like a whole bunch of stuff in your room. Think about it like, not in your room, on your chart. Think about it like when y'all, if you lose something in your room, and it's hard to find it when you got a lot of stuff on the floor. But if your room clean, then it's easier to find it because you're not dealing with all that clutter. Same thing on the charts. You don't want a lot of clutter. You want nice, neat, sexy charts, right? Now, here we are, US 30, pretty much the same ordeal as NAS. We got a counter trend line. This is the trade that I literally, matter of fact, somebody just said it in the chat too. He said he just gave free sauce and someone made 10K this month. But there was people when I went over the lesson. Let me see, what day was it? It was day 12. We talked about on day 12 ascending and descending channels. Literally US 30 on day 12 gave a ascending channel just like this. And me and my students, we talked about this on Wednesday, and then we caught the sell off on that Thursday going into Friday. This was the most simple break and retest of ascending channel known to man. Break, retest, entry, drop. And I didn't even hold it all the way to down here. I got out around the negative 61.8. But this dropped the extra like 500 points from my exit. Actually 600 points to be exact. But the reason why I say all of that is because this was a confluence trade. This was a ascending channel. And then this was, guess what? A negative 61.8. So just like how we was talking about on gold, we had a negative 61.8 that got hit. I mean, we looking for it to get hit. And we're starting to see like ascending channel potentially form. This is what I would like to see on gold before we like get a big drop, like ascending channel, break, retest, fall off. Same thing on US 30. We was in this uptrend for the last couple weeks, and then we hit this negative 61.8, and then boom, the shit melted, right? Now, currently where we are, we don't even have a point A to point B to draw for this new fib. Like this hasn't even started its correction yet. So like once this gives us a new point A to point B to draw our fib, then we can put this fib on here. But right now we don't really have like anything to place on it, right? So all we can pretty much deal with is our structure points. So we got structure point here, and we already sitting at that area, and then we got this little level of support here, and then I even set an alert on Friday for this little level right here, because this was like our last little level of support that got broken and never got retested. So that's something I'm being mindful of. Now US 30, unlike NAS, it didn't really have like a 38.2 fib, but it had a 61.8. So you could see this fib structure line up directly with the negative 61.8 on the major structure. So they go hand in hand. That's how you know when your shit on point, right? So I could guess I could just keep this fib on here for the time being. And then let me look at something real quick. This trend line already played out. We got this daily trend line. Yeah, this little area that we aiming for, that's gonna be solid. So with this markup, I don't know if y'all can really tell, but like I wanted to these markups, so I wanted y'all to understand like the whole directional bias and not just me giving y'all like the right now money, because I want y'all to see the overall move and be in addition to taking the overall like the right now money. So currently where we at, this is the level of support. We just came off this impulse. Anytime we come off an impulse, we should be expecting a correction. It's just a matter of when this correct, like when is this going to start correcting before it give us continuation, right? So this one, we need a little bit more structure to form because we already sitting at this level, but I can foresee this pulling back to at least this black line right here. So something like this. And then I'm looking for this overall to continue to fall though. And then watch price of this trend line. So this is a daily trend line. So that's a daily trend line. Our overall targets are here. Now remember, when I'm giving y'all the overall sell bias, this doesn't mean that it's going to happen right now. Like this sell might not happen till the end of the week. It might not happen till next week. But I still want y'all to see the bigger picture of the market and understand the price of it. Like what's the actual flow of all of this, right? So this whole fib, and I'm gonna put this in a little I'm gonna put it in a damn, no, that's ugly. Hold on. I'm gonna put it in gray and I'm gonna lock it so it don't move. But yeah, so we already hit the negative 27 on the daily. I mean, yeah, the daily fib, and then we pull back, and then now we got this potential negative 61.8 down here. Based off of where we gotta see, and I'm gonna put this in a little annotation real quick. Want to see more structure form, but looking for a overall pullback before potentially falling. See, like I said on NAS, we don't know how long this, we don't know how far this gonna pull back. We don't know when this is gonna pull back. So like this right here is just like a right now. I could see this happening right now, but it's nothing guaranteed. The structure ain't even there to say that it's gonna pull back. Typically, when you start to see a pullback, actually, I'll talk about that tomorrow on the live stream with the blueprint. But overall, it's just structure. That's really all I was gonna say. When price breaks and comes back to retest, if price passed where it broke just a little, is that invalid break and retest? When price breaks and comes back to retest, if price passed where it broke just a little, is that invalid break and retest? Sorry, I don't really know what you're asking me. So I'm gonna go to the next question. You can reword it. And going back to, oh, that was the same dude. When price breaks and comes back to oh shit, yeah. I don't know. I think, yeah, you might have to. You can't even unmute yourself because you're on YouTube. Try to reword it one more time. Somebody said, where exactly would I place my stop loss for when I do get in this trade? You will place your stop loss based off of the structure, but we ain't got enough structure to form yet, so we can't place a stop loss. But like this trade, if we was in this sell here, then our stop loss will be like above like this high to be safe, or above like these highs right here to be safe. But we gotta let structure form before we place that trade. Do you only trade New York or anytime you get the entry signal? I trade anytime I get my entry signal. But majority of the time, if I get my entry signal, if it's like London session, I'll probably be asleep. But usually New York session is when I'm actively analyzing to look for my trades. What's up, Lito? What's up, bro? Have you broke down GU? No, I'm not going over GU today. We got a lot of stuff to do, so I'm only doing three pairs. Zones aren't perfect. I never said zones were perfect. I think he was asking about impulse versus wicking past previous structure. If you talking about impulse versus wicking, then a wick is still considered in my book a potential break. I always call it like a yield break, where it's like you gotta have a lot more confirmation to take a yield break of structure versus a solid break. Basically, when looking for the retest at key levels, if it go past it like a liquidity grab, do it break structure is what he asked. I mean, if you get a retest that goes past the key levels, that's still fine if as long as it closed back in. So like, if you talking about something like this, where it came and retested it and pushed up a little bit higher than its level and then pushed down, that's fine. That's just like an M pattern. If it barely retests, if it don't come up to the area, then nah, that ain't a retest. If it don't touch the area that broke, it ain't a retest. How early are you looking at New York session before open? 6 a.m., 6:30, 5 a.m. I usually, my schedule, my alarm go off at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm in Central Time. I don't really get up like active on the charts until like almost 7. Cause like I'm not one of those people, like I don't just wake up and like run to the charts. I wake up. I literally got like a whole routine. I wake up and then I get dressed like for the day, like do all, like my self-care, like brush my teeth, get in the shower, all that stuff. Let my dogs out, so forth and so on. Feed them, feed myself. Like I do all of that before I come to the computer. And then by the time I get done doing that, it's around like 6:45, 7 o'clock. Some days later, it just depends on, however the day is going. Every day is not the exact same. But yeah, so around 7 a.m. Central Time is really when I get on the charts. But that's like right when New York session. And let me tell you why. The reason why I don't get up like super early no more is because I feel like when I was getting up super early, it would cause me to like want to get in the trades before they was ready. Like when you get up, let's just say you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, or let's say you get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and New York session don't really start till like 7. And it's like, if you get on the charts at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you damn near looking for like a trade set up at that time. And it's like, that means you gotta wait an extra damn near 2 hours before it's any volume that's kicking in. So I just like to take my time, especially like now that I've been dabbling back into like NAS and US 30. I would much rather like wait for them 830 candles to print before I even take a setup. When you take profits at TP1, TP2, and TP3, would you have entered 3 separate positions? Yeah, or majority of the time I only do 2 though. It just depends on how far price retraced. Appreciate you for even making all the videos like you did. 100 for sure. What is your advice on safely making $1,000 weekly? Focus on a couple pairs of larger lots or more pairs of smaller lots. I feel like none of it, like that don't really determine how much you make. Like how much you make is based off of your skill set and what you like, what you know. Like it don't matter the pairs. Like I don't suggest like having a whole bunch of pairs. But I say focus on like 3 pairs. 3 pairs max. Get you a top 3 and be cool. But as far as like larger lots and smaller lots, that like use the lot that's applicable for the trade. Like there is no only use larger or only use smaller, because like when you approach the market with that mentality, you already kind of lost, because it's like you got this mentality, oh, I'm gonna use big ass lot sizes and catch 5 pips and get out. Like that's not trading, that's gambling. So it's like use the tools that's needed for that pair. It's like having a toolbox. It's like you wouldn't try to use a wrench when you need a screwdriver for the job. And at that point, it's like you got to understand that some jobs require a screwdriver, a Phillips head screwdriver, and some jobs require for you to use a wrench. Some jobs require you to use a drill, so forth and so on. So it's like you got to use what's best for the job. How important is that 830 candle New York session you mentioned? I'm in Texas. I never heard of the 830 candle. The 830 candle is the New York NYSE open. It's not like super important in a sense. I just like that's when the volume kicks in. So like I like to wait for the volume to kick in to settle. Like 830 candle is kind of like news. It's like it'll push a little bit, and if you wasn't in the trade prior to like the 830 candle, it's best to just wait, in my opinion, and wait for more structure to form. But that's not on an every day in and day out basis. Like some days it's ready before the 830 candle. Some days after the 830 candle hit, then it's ready. So forth and so on. What helped you stay the course when you wasn't a profitable trader? Just knowing that, like, when you know what you know, it's like you just gotta believe in it. I just have faith, cause y'all know, if you know my story, like how like this was brought to me, and then like when my line name was foreign exchange and I didn't know nothing about foreign exchange, like the foreign exchange market, like I just had an unwavering belief that I was gonna make this work. So when I went through them times, it was just like, okay, these times is for a reason. It's not like I just started to embrace the journey. And then like even they talked about that in the church service that I went to today. It's like, all right, so I know I said I was gonna talk about this next week, but I'm gonna give y'all a little spiel just because he asked this question. So the message at church, I'm gonna share this with y'all too, because I'm gonna wait for, they didn't put it on YouTube yet, but the service was pretty much what she was saying was that like sometimes when you get tested with God, or like when you get tested with whatever form of endeavorment, like you doing like business, relationships, whatever the case may be, like you gotta think about it like you a soldier. And when you have a soldier, whenever they enlist into the army, they not ready for battle the moment that they enlist in the Army, right? So everybody that's here, that's on this call, y'all enlisted in learning how to trade. But does that mean that as soon as you start to learn how to trade, you going to know what it is to do to know how to trade correctly, effectively, consistently, profitably? No. But guess what? When you're in the Army, guess what you got to do? You got to go through like a boot camp. You got to go through intense training. You got to learn how to shoot. You got to learn how to hold your breath. You got to learn how to be physically fit. Like, you got to go through all of these different seasons up until the point before you get to the time where it's for you to go to battle. And they not going to put you on the front line until they know that you ready for battle. And the message was like, all right, we have all of this training in whatever endeavorment that we're in, but it's like at one point in time, like, we gotta get on the front line, like, we gotta prepare for battle. But in the midst of the time that you are preparing for the battle, you gotta understand that it's a process. Because if they just throw you out in warfare your very first day in the Army, you think you're gonna survive? No, you're gonna get killed. And that's why, like, think about it. Like, when I did this trading camp, it's like, I know it's people out there that's trying to get this. And it's like, I know that it's a gap between somebody that can't really afford to pay for, certain things, like, or they don't really got it laid out for them the way that they do. So it's like, I can put them through a trading camp where they can get the pieces of information that they need to be successful. So to answer your question, I just understood it was a process. I knew that it wasn't going to happen overnight, and I understood that it was a journey that I had to embrace. And when I started to embrace it, that's when it like removed all of the pressure, because it was a point in time where, like, I told my friends, I told my family, like, yeah, I just started trading. I just did this. I just did that. And then as soon as they like they would like reach out to me, or like we'd catch up, have a conversation. Oh, you make money yet? You make money yet? And it was like, that was like a pressure to me to feel like that. But then once I like let that release go, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna just focus on learning this. Like, y'all know my mentor. Like, when I was doing my class with my mentor, I literally stopped trading for like 4 months, just so I zoned in on the skill set. I didn't even focus on trying to take trades, because I knew that if I try to take trades now while I'm learning, then it's going to mess up my psychology going forward. Like, all of my students now could tell you, like, I tell them, when y'all learn from me during the mentorship, I don't want y'all taking trades, because y'all could mess y'all psychology up before y'all even ready for the battlefield. So it's just one of those things where you just got to stay grounded and, stay anointed to what it is that you got called to do. That's really all it is. How long did it take you to see some profit? See some profit or consistently profit? Because see some profit, shit, the first day I put some money into my account, I saw some profit, but it was luck. That was, so like, and that's another thing. Like, I always get asked this question. I tell y'all this time and time again. It don't really matter how long it took for me, because everybody's journey is different. And it's like, you can't equate my journey to your journey, because we got separate, we got separate GPSs. Our GPSs are going to take us certain ways. My GPS might take me through a loophole, going through some mountains and a desert and a blizzard, and your GPS might take you through the water. So it's, all about embracing your journey and never compare it to somebody else's. Only reason I asked, I'm in that phase of my journey right now. I could tell my mom and dad don't really believe in the journey, but my faith is so unwavering. I know someday it's gonna click. Absolutely, my mom and dad did not believe in this. They told me to never quit. They told me not to quit my job, and guess what? I told them, hey, I love y'all, respect everything y'all saying, but I gotta do this for me, and I did it, and look where it got me. Such inspiration wouldn't teach others the same way he did, paying it forward. Thank you for the inspiration, not being out of touch. Absolutely, keep going. This is the most amazing channel. Not only the instruction crystal clear and simple for my ADHD mind, but the psychology piece is 1,000 on point. I really appreciate that. I just passed this phase when people constantly ask you if you made money yet. It feels good to know that I'm not the only one that went through this. Absolutely. And that's why I really suggest, like, you don't even tell nobody you trade. Of course, if you told people it's too late now, but just do what you do. Like, even me, I got this thing that I want to do, and it's like I want to put it out on social media. I want to tell y'all. I want to do all of this, and it's like, nah, like, just hold on to it for yourself for a time being, and just do it. Do it on your own. Then you ain't got no pressure to do it like for nobody. Like, even with the trading camp, I said I was gonna do it. That was an impulse thought. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do a trading camp for them. And then by like day 6, I was like, shit, damn, like this a lot. Like I know they waiting on these videos, so I gotta drop them every single day. So, just everything that y'all goes, keep them to yourself sometimes. Love how you keep everything a buck. I appreciate that. So is there a dollar amount that you made that made you quit your job, or you just knew you was ready for next level? Once I was consistently making enough that I was getting paid, so around like $200 a day, and I had saved some money, then I was cool. Thanks a lot. This trading camp lessons have been really impactful. I'm going over them to really learn. God bless you and reward you. I appreciate that. I've been trading for 6 years and still not profitable in my mental jail. Any advice? You could be, but also, like, a lot of times people think that trading is like a thing where, like, you gotta learn more information. A lot of times, if you've been trading for that long, it ain't the trading that's off. It's like something where, like, you gotta find it out about yourself. Like, you gotta dig deep. Like, you gotta really dig deep and find out what's causing you to do the stuff that you're doing. Because more than likely than not, it's not like a like, oh, you don't know technical analysis. It's probably more psychological, where you entering trades you ain't supposed to be entering, or doing stuff that you ain't really supposed to be doing. That's what really, like, is the determining factor from people that's successful and that's not. Somebody said, Mike, I just want to give credit where it's due. I made $10,000 last week just following and learning the boot camp. That was my first time ever making that kind of money. Bro, I appreciate that. Sheesh. That's crazy. Actually, I'm about to take a picture of that. That's insane, to be honest. So shout out to you. Making 10 bands. Actually, the whole trading camp, we had a lot of testimonials, because even, let me tell y'all a story. My little cousin, bro, he hit me up like, like, this one. I'm going to stop doing the questions here in a little bit, then we're going to get to the giveaway. But let me tell you this. My little cousin, he literally, like, had hit me up like a year ago, like, hey, cuz, like, I see what you're doing, like, I want to learn more about it. I've been hearing stuff about it, so forth and so on. And I'm like, yeah, cuz, just, hit me up anytime. I got you, like, I'll teach you, whatever the case may be. So then he was like, all right, bet. And then he was like, how do I start? So I gave him my course, right? Gave him my course. He started the course for a little bit, then he stopped. Like, just like like a lot of people, they start something, they stop a little bit. Then, like, a few months back, he was like, hey, cuz, like, I stopped for a little bit, but I'm about to lock in now. Like, I really want to do this, so forth and so on. And then I was just like, all right, bet. Like, let me know if you need anything. Like, this is that. Hit me up if you got any questions. He in a blueprint, so forth and so on. And then, like I said, that was like a year ago when he first reached out. Then it was a couple months ago when he reached out again. And then, because he don't, like, live here. He live in a different state. He just hit me up, like, I want to say a week and a half ago. And I'm going to show y'all just so y'all know that I'm not lying. He hit me up and said, cuz, I turned $100 into $3,000 in a week. $100 to $3,000. And let me show y'all, just so y'all know that I'm telling the truth with the trades and everything. Look. $100 to $3,000 in a week. You see all the green on the trades, and you can see the, like, come on now. Like, you got like you got it at your disposal. It's just the mindset. And y'all got everything y'all need to be successful. It's just you just gotta figure out what's holding you back. And a lot of times it's not the knowledge of trading, it's the knowledge of yourself that's holding you back. So that's that's just what it is, and that's what it's always gonna be. Can you keep the trading camp videos up? I watch most of the videos twice and would love to be able to use them as references whenever I need them. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the trading camp videos up. I feel like I want y'all to watch. I feel like I want y'all to watch them, but I also wanted the people that's gonna watch them that took it serious. They didn't watch it already. That's why I'm like, it don't really necessarily need to be up there, so forth and so on, because it's like the people that rock with me gonna watch it. The people that don't rock with me, not gonna watch it, so forth and so on. He said that bro over leverage. Nah, he didn't over leverage. He just stacked it. He had a whole bunch of winning trades. What advice would you give to somebody with a 9-to-5 job in terms of trading? Best session to trade? You just gotta tailor your trading plan to your job. So if you work 9 to 5, of course you can't trade New York session. So you might have to get up and trade London session, or you might have to trade Asian session, so forth and so on. So it just depends on you, but you can make it work. You just gotta want it bad enough. When I worked New York session, I tried to trade at work, lost money. Then what happened? I moved to third shift so I could trade New York session, and that's how I had to make it work. You said add the videos. Yeah, I'm gonna put the trading camp in the blueprint. I just gotta upload them, and then I got some more stuff for the blueprint. The blueprint, I gotta add some more stuff. I got a couple more videos I gotta add inside the blueprint as well. Y'all asked about my mentor. Yeah, Jessica was my mentor, and then I had another mentor named Clint. And then you said that I learned from Q. Yeah, I learned a few things from Q. Make it into a playlist and lead a boot camp for beginners. It's already in a playlist. Y'all keep asking who I learned from. It don't really matter who you learn from, because everything that I learn stuff from different people, but it's I take bits and pieces from every single person I learned from and just made it my own. You had those that were committed and locked in from the beginning that will reap the reward. Exactly, 100%. Can I message you in the blueprint? Absolutely. What's in that box, man? You about to see. Is Hango Trade still your go-to broker? Nah, I don't use Hango Trade no more. I use Liquid Brokers. All right, that's enough of the question. Let's get a drum roll, chat. All right, so back to what I was. Hold on. Where is? Damn, did I close that? Hold on. Let me open that back up, cause it's time, chat. I know I might sound like I'm losing a little energy, but it's time to turn up, chat. So, with that being said, I hope everybody got the markups, because it's time for the giveaway, chat. It is time for the giveaway, chat. Let's get it. Oh, shit. Damn. Hold on.
If you haven't checked your rates recently.
Hold on. Now I got hit with a YouTube ad. I done hit the damn I done hit the wrong button, being too hype. All right, let's do it. Let's do it, chat. Let's do it. What's in the box? All right, chat. What's in the box? Oh, y'all almost saw it. Can somebody guess? Oh shit. Hold on. How do I pause this? Can somebody guess what's in the box? Can somebody guess what is in the box, chat? Matter of fact, this when I talked about y'all tagging me on Instagram, that's when y'all gotta tag me. When I got this big old present. Alright. So let me know what's in the chat. I mean what's in the box, chat, and I'm gonna rip it open. I'm gonna rip it open. Y'all said a monitor. Dang. Why y'all think it's a monitor? Just because it's a big box? Monitors aren't this big. Scooter with a Bloomberg terminal on it. A TV. No. I don't think I don't think a monitor is this big, chat. I think y'all all just ran with the monitor thing, and yeah. I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, it's not a monitor. Y'all said we seen it. If y'all seen it, then tell me exactly what it is, since you've seen it. A portrait of Lito the Great. I mean, that would be a good present, but no, it's not that. A Tesla? Y'all think I could fit a Tesla in a box? No, I can't fit no Tesla in the box, chat. I wish I could. A trading CPU, a hustler poster. All right. Y'all want to see what's in the box, chat? Hold on. Let me move it out the way. Hold on. Be right back. Not gonna lie, I was just about to get something out of my closet, but I couldn't find anything to be the same size, so fuck it, I'm just gonna rip it open. But alright, so let's do it, chat. Now, hold on. I had to type something up real quick for this. Now, what's inside of this box is for the trader with unwavering dedication. So, I wanted to bless one lucky person with this brand new Christmas present that you can use on your trading journey to enhance your setup. So, when I was in my journey, all I had was this right here. All I had was this laptop. And then guess what? My aunt got me this same thing for Christmas back in 2022. And it was one of the best gifts that I ever got. Why? Because it showed me that she believed in my trading so much that she got me this gift. So guess what? I'm going to pay it forward. And for the people that took notes during the trading camp, and I wrote all the numbers down, so we're going to do the raffle, so forth and so on. For the people that took it serious, that actually watched all 15 days of the trading camp, that sat down, watched the video, took notes, and had them all in their notebook, y'all have the opportunity to win this. Like I said, my aunt believed in me enough to give me one of these. So I'm paying it forward, and I believe in y'all enough to get y'all one of these. So let's unravel it. here we have, y'all can see, I put 2 sets of wrapping because I didn't want this wrap to fall off and y'all see it, so I put 2 sets of wrapping. But here we are, chat. We have this brand new, oh shit. We have this brand new 34-inch curved gaming monitor going to one of the, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 people on the list. So one of 16 is going to win this curved 34-inch gaming monitor that you can use for your trading journey. Simply because, like I said, I believe in y'all enough that the fact that y'all took all the notes during trading camp, that y'all put the effort to do all of that, I believe in you enough to invest in y'all journey. So I'm going to be mailing this thing out. As y'all can see, it has not been opened. I literally just bought it today. I actually vlogged it today that I bought it. Like, y'all gonna see in the vlog that I went and bought it and stuff, so forth and so on. But like I said, I believe in y'all enough to buy y'all something like that. So we're going to be giving the giveaway, and I'm about to do it right here in front of y'all. Everybody that has their numbers that I DM'd y'all on Instagram, y'all will I'm about to put y'all numbers in this little wheel thing, and then yeah, we gonna do it like that. So let me type it in real quick. Random number generator. And let's see. Oh shit. How do I do? All right, what's the website that I can do hold on. Not a random number generator. I need to do random winner generator wheel. All right, here we go. This is what I need right here. All right. Now, I did this specifically. I gave y'all random numbers, and y'all gonna watch me put these random numbers in here, and y'all gonna watch me. Y'all going to watch me spin the wheel and do all of this live for y'all, so that y'all know y'all had a fair shot of winning. So don't ask me why these numbers are the way they are. These, I just picked random numbers. And yeah. So let me make sure that I got everybody. Let's see. 9, 10, 4, 55, 12, 90, 16, 99, 20, 107, 5, 3, 0, 200, 3333, 7770. All right, that looks like all of the numbers, chat. Somebody said I was giving away my McLaren keys. You the second person that said that, and I would never give away my damn McLaren. What is your authentic Telegram chat? There are so many Telegram chats with same. It's Lito effect. Hold on, let me show you to you real quick. It's this one. Damn. Actually, I can just put the thing in the chat, but it's this one right here. If y'all can see. Lito Effects channel, but the link is Lito Effects channel. So that's the one. That's my channel right there. I'll put the link in the I'll put it in there in the chat. But all right, so back to what we was doing. Everybody that's on Instagram, I hope y'all stayed long enough to actually get y'all numbers, or hopefully y'all stay long enough to win. If the person that's not on here, so look, the person, when I spin this wheel, you need to DM me on Instagram immediately. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, because if you didn't stay on this long enough, then I'm sorry, then I gotta move on to the next person. But DM me within 5 minutes that you are claiming your prize. If you do not, then I'm taking the number off, and then I'm gonna respin. So you got 5 minutes to DM me if you want or not, right? So just so y'all can see here that actually tag me on Instagram too. Y'all, matter of fact, I don't even see, y'all haven't been tagging me like y'all been supposed to, because I ain't even got that many story mentions. I only got 2. But all right, so I'm about to spin this wheel, chat, and we are. Somebody said I just got here. How do I win? I'm sorry, brother. You can't win. You're too late. My plane just landed. I need a number. Sorry, my sister. You're too late. But all right, so click the spin. Y'all can see I'm about to click it. All of the numbers are right here. Let's get it. Who is the lucky winner? $55. That's what it looks like. 55. All right, so let me look in my Instagram DMs. 55, whoever had number 55, you got to claim your prize. You got to claim your prize. Who is 55? Who is 55? Let me look. Oh, I think I see somebody typing. Oh, she claimed her prize, chat. Look. Can y'all? Oh, hold on. Let me make my screen bigger. She says, claiming my prize. I'm hiding her Instagram so y'all don't go blow her DMs up, but it's me claiming my prize. Hold on. Actually, I'll just show y'all. Hold on. Look. Just so y'all can see. It's me claiming my prize. You can see she sent me the video. I sent her the number 55, and she says she's claiming your prize. She's claiming her prize. Bet. And I hope you live in the United States. Please tell me you live in the United States. I need your address to ship it to. So look, chat. When I ship this, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to discuss with her that she tags me so that y'all can see that she actually received the monitor, right? So, with that being said, congratulations to you. I believe her name is Hannah. I'm about to follow you just so we can stay in direct communication. But yeah, I'll reach out. I'll do all of the logistics and stuff after that. After I get off after I get off the stream, so forth and so on. So congratulations to her. Like I said, it meant a lot to me when my aunt reached out and, gifted me with my monitor for Christmas. So I just wanted to pay it forward and give somebody else the opportunity to be able to, see the charts nicely, see the charts clearly. Not only, like no baby laptop screen or the phone, but just to be able to see it clearly. Because y'all know I got a widescreen monitor and I can see the whole thing on my chart, so forth and so on. So that is one of the surprises. And then I have another surprise. But I already kind of talked about this on, boot camp. So the next surprise for y'all. Now, it's not a curved gaming monitor like sitting right here, but with it you can potentially buy 1,000 of them if you want to, right? So the next surprise is, hold on, actually I don't even think it's in there. Actually, it's not. But let me go and fix something real quick. I gotta go change something real quick, and then that way y'all can have it real quick. Hold on. Damn, where is? I guess I should have did this the first time. All right, so look, I'm gonna just put it in the chat. I just put it in the description, but y'all gonna have to probably refresh y'all. Y'all probably will have to refresh y'all things so y'all can see it. But like I said, I'm gonna put it in the chat anyways, just so y'all got it. But for the people, cause I have been receiving messages on Instagram, messages on Telegram saying, I love the trading camp, but I need for you to teach me one-on-one. Now y'all know me. I got a baby on the way. And when I tell y'all this, that's why I even like the trading camp and all this stuff, because all this stuff about to come to an end. Because once my baby get here, I can't give like hours to helping my students like the way I do now, because I just won't have enough time. Like if you got kids and you know like what it is like to have a newborn baby. And then as far as my girlfriend, like I don't even want her to go back to work. So she not about to go back to work, so I'm gonna have help, but it's like I'm not about to have a whole bunch of time to like I said, teach my students, right? So with that being said, with all of the messages and DMs, all so forth and so on, people have been asking like, hey, I signed up for your wait list, so forth and so on. For the people that sign up for the wait list, and anybody that wants to sign up for the wait list for my one-on-one mentorship is in the description, and I'm about to put it in the chat right now. If you sign up right now, or not sign up, if you register right now, you will have priority access, because like I said, I just can't do it anymore. Like when you think about it, I just not gonna have the time. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's over 100 people on the wait list, and I'm only gonna be taking a couple people. But just like how I had y'all show me the notes that y'all took from the, like just like I had y'all take notes from the trading camp, that's the type of people that I want to work with. Like I don't want to work with anybody that's just like, oh well, I just want to trade. Like I want the people that's really serious about it. So like I said, if you want to apply for the wait list, you will get priority to book a call with me first. That's it. Not saying I'm gonna take you on, because I still gotta make sure that you even worth like me giving you all of my time, because y'all know like my students right now, they'll tell you like I give them all of my time whenever they got questions, so forth and so on. I get them all of me, and I'm pretty sure some of my students in the YouTube chat, they could test for it. I don't even gotta say nothing. But like I said, baby, I almost gave y'all the baby name. Baby girl is on the way, and like I said, I'm not going to be doing it as much as I do it right now. So if you want to apply for my mentorship, the link is in the description, and the link is in the live chat as well. So take that, especially for the people that watch this later. The link is in the description, so you could take advantage of it. So with that being said, that is the last surprise. But I hope we've been on this call for 2 hours. This is a long stream, but I hope this this stream was eye-opening. I hope the trading camp was everything that I thought it would be when I originally did it. And I just hope and pray that everybody that's on this call, because if you on this call, you on this call for a reason, except for the weirdo that was in the comment chat, like to start the stream. I didn't even see the comment. I just seen like all of my students like adding them and like going at them. But everybody that's on here, I know that y'all rock with me and I rock with y'all. So I do everything that I can to give back to y'all. So, like I said on day 15 in the trading camp. Oh, I forgot. That wasn't the last surprise. This is the last surprise. Like I said on day 15 of trading camp, I'm not going to continue the trading camp, but I am going to add something to my arsenal on my YouTube channel where instead of me uploading every day for trading camp, I'm going to be uploading periodically throughout the week. Whenever I take a trade, I'm going to be doing like trade breakdowns on why I placed that trade, and I'll be uploading those to the channel just so you guys can still take advantage of learning like why or why not did he take this trade, like what was his thought process, so forth and so on. Because y'all know me, my channel, like I know it's a lot of channels out here that don't really like help you. They just kind of just like show you like, oh, I made this and I did that and I bought this. It's like, yeah, that's cool and all. Like I could make my whole channel about that, but it's not about that to me. Like what's like my main focus is making sure that everybody that come across my channel can learn something and go back to their village and help the next person. Because it's like where I come from, it's not that many opportunities out there. And the fact that I know where I come from and I've seen it firsthand, and it's like I want everybody that look like me, that don't look like me, that can relate to me, to have the same like shot at it in this trading game that I got. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I don't ever want it to be a situation where somebody lacked the resources and that's the reason why they can't start this trading thing. Because when I look at the people that I grew up with back at home, back in Indiana and stuff, and it's like a lot of my peers, a lot of people I went to school with, they either dead, they in jail, or they just not doing nothing with their life. And for me, it's like, damn, like I never want the next person coming up to have to be in the situations that they in, and more than likely they in them situations because they never was able to find like a real way out. And for me, trading was my way out, because like I don't really get too deep into this stuff, but like when I was in college and like in high school, like I was just into a lot of stuff that I really wasn't, supposed to be in. And it's like once I found trading though, that was like my vehicle out of all that stuff. So when I do my videos and when I do these trading camps and when I do these future live breakdowns, it's me paying homage to the old version of me, because I know what it's like to be there and not have no means of getting out. And I know it's people that's like, even if they don't come from where I come from, it might be somebody that's in a third world country that don't got the means to invest in a mentorship or to learn from somebody or take somebody course, but that all they got is YouTube. And it's like, I know it's people out there, and I know what it's like to not be able to find somebody that can lead you to that promised land and actually give you the tools that's needed to be successful. So that's what my whole channel is about. And like I said, I'll make sure that I want to pay homage to it, and I want to make sure that I give y'all value and not just show y'all like, oh, this is what trading can get me. Like, yeah, I can go and buy all of these cars and do all of this house. Like, yeah, that's motivational, but motivation only lasts temporarily. But the knowledge that I give y'all, that's going to last forever. So with that being said, just make sure that y'all, like I said, stay focused, stay diligent, keep grinding. And day one of the trading camp, it said, let's lock in. We approaching the end of March. Like the very first week of March, when we had Let's Chart Sundays, I said March was gonna be one of them. Like the slogan was, let's march on, like let's keep marching. And we at the end of March, chat, and we had a crazy March. Like March was crazy. It's insane. Like the content that I put out, the value that I put out, the results that I got, my students got, everybody that came across me got. It's just been, March has just been one of them. And it just made me proud to be able to say that, like, I'm blessed to even be in this position to do this type of stuff, right? So with that being said, I'll see you all again next week. Same time, same place. Let's get it. And I hope